Hey, what's up guys, it's Tim. I'm using a different microphone and I noticed that there's a bit of a hum in the background. I do apologize if that is a little bit loud, but there are huge updates today, guys. Not actual updates, but they are proposing quite a bit, guys. Check it out in the link down below if you're interested in reading the full post yourself. In a nutshell, we all know that Wild needs some updates. They're going to try and bring skillers out there with risk. In return, PKers will hunt down these skillers and make the wilderness more active, and that's exactly what they're trying to do with these updates. I'm going to be reading some of them to you guys so you have an idea of what we're looking at here. Ooh, a lot of you guys love the Rev Caves. I know you miss it, especially if you're an old schooler, and they're considering bringing out a new wilderness dungeon. In it, and I quote, "We could add God Wars creatures that are escaping through a crevice from the main God Wars dungeon west of the wilderness. In this dungeon, AVNCs would drop adamant bars in banknote form," which is very profitable. If anyone did God Wars back in the day, you would make your supplies back just off of the kill count from AVNCs. So if you could imagine camping there, you could probably make a decent amount of cash. Again, making it more active. And if bots try and do this, go ahead and try. Us PKers that are actively playing are going to be feasting upon some admin bars. The majority of this post is focusing on resources that can be added into the wilderness. This varies from new fish, ents, and this is quite interesting actually. When you kill an ent, it will lie on the floor as a log, and you will need to use your hatchet to cut up the log. You will receive noted logs in your inventory up to the level of logs you can usually chop. The type of hatchet you use increases the chances of getting the best logs you can. So, again, magic logs, very profitable for skillers, bringing more people into the wilderness, and PKers will slaughter them. Another topic, Demi Bosses. And it reads as follows: around the wilderness map you will see 3 Demi Bosses. This is what we are calling soloable bosses. These 3 bosses will be vulnerable to a different attack style, but all have a chance of dropping a shield piece. You will need to collect a shield piece from each of these bosses and smelt the pieces into a shield at the volcano in the northeast of the wilderness. Very cool! They'd like to introduce 2 new shields in this way and make them range and magic variants of the Tazar Spiked shield. Oh, I'm excited, guys. There's a lot of stuff that they are proposing, and I couldn't see it not getting voted through because we all want the wilderness to be more active, and anything they propose to add into this is most likely going to benefit all of us in the long run. Even the possibility of removing the wild ditch is being talked about in this post, and let's be honest, guys, in 2014 we all know where the wild is. We don't need that thing there, and if you're really stupid enough to enter the wild, you deserve to get killed. I'm referring to lures, by the way. Not that I support it, but if you do fall for it, you are deserving of what you're going to lose. Oh, this one is sick, guys. The Rogue Castle. There's never really been a purpose. I mean, clans would fight there, and it was a cool place to duke it out. The implementation of thieving chests is a possibility as well. There will be high-level rogues protecting these chests, so that anyone wanting to get some loot will need to bring some food and armor to keep these rogues off their back, making them an even more appealing target for PKers. Yes, Jagex, you understand. You know what the heck we need. Oh, this is another cool one. Bosses. We would like to introduce 3 new bosses: a wandering bear, a spider, and a skeletal warlord. Sounds very powerful creatures. These bosses will require groups of players to kill and should drive a lot of group activity into the wilderness. These bosses will have a chance of dropping the dragon pickaxe. Oh, Dragon Pickaxe implementation to 07. As a PKer that's been making videos based on Pking for years, literally since 2008, and I've PK'd prior to that date, it's crazy to see this because I've watched the wild dwindle away. Even the clip that you're watching in the background, I was streaming to get all these people here. I showed up and there wasn't a single soul, and that's expected because the wild's dead. We need changes, and that's exactly what they're bringing to the table with this news post. Lastly, of course, they don't want to forget about the King Black Dragon and the Chaos Elemental, so they'll be beefing up their drop tables and adding the Dragon Pickaxe, as I mentioned earlier, to those as well. In addition, we would like to stop the players teleporting out of the KBD layer, so players have to get out of the wilderness with their loot. Lastly, I want to review the resource area topic. They want to add a new fenced-off resource area that contains many high-level resources such as magic trees, ores, and fishing spots. In this resource area, we would also like to add a runite golem. When you kill the golem, it will leave behind a runite rock, which then can be mined, of course, if you have the mining level. Each time you want to access this area, you will need to pay the guardian at the gate a sum of money. The guardian is there to protect you from the PKers, However, there is nothing stopping a PKer from paying the Guardians some money to come in and kill you. So beware, everyone. The PKers will be watching.
Including Little Willis.
A lot of awesome stuff coming our way, guys, and if you want to check out the full post, as I've mentioned, definitely check it out. I'll link it right there in the description. And yeah, that's all, folks. I hope you enjoyed this video along with the Pking clips that I managed to get in the background.
So I will find a place where pain will find me. Eclipsing of the sun, lights are out, the feeling lingers on. Lights are out, I left you all alone. The night will find a lights are out, the feeling lingers on. Lights are out, I left you all alone. The night will find a of the sun. Lights are out, the feeling lingers on. Lights are out, I'm left here all alone.